there, Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite collectibles, and that is flower frogs. Nobody knows for certain exactly where the term came from, but the fact that flower frogs that we use to help make flower arrangements and real frogs both sit in water is one hypothesis about how the term came about. There are a lot of different kinds of flower frogs, and I want to show you a few of them today. One of the most common are pin type flower frogs. They're called that because these prongs that come up from the bottom are very sharp, like pins. They're made out of metal, the pin type flower frogs, and they're spaced very closely together so that they will hold the stems of flowers, especially thick stems or woody stems, in place in an arrangement. And I'm going to do a little demonstration in a minute about how they work. They come in different sizes and in different colors and in different shapes. This one right here is shaped like a rectangle. Can you see that? So that's the pin type. Another very common type is the glass flower frog, especially the clear glass, very common. I sell quite a lot of these. This one is a little bit different because the sides are straight and the top is flat. Very often the top of glass flower frogs is curved outward. This one actually has a patent date of 1903 on it, and I do think that it dates back to about that period. I have this one on my desk, and I use it to hold pens and pencils. It's just perfect for that. And I have another one on my desk, another glass one. This is a nice large one also that holds my scissors. So that's a couple of practical ways that you can use flower frogs in your home. And they come in all different sizes and shapes and colors. This is a new one that I just recently picked up. I think I paid $3 for it at an estate sale, and I think that was a really good buy. It's different because it has this embossed decoration around the edge, which makes it very unique and very nice. Now I would price this in the probably like the $18 range, where this clear glass one maybe in the $12 to $15 range. Another type of flower frog are the cage frogs, which again, like the other ones, come in different sizes and shapes and colors. These are the two that I happen to have on hand right now. They all work in basically the same way, and that is that they hold flowers in place in a vase, in a vessel that usually has a wide mouth. The narrow-mouthed vases hold flowers in place much better and much easier. So if you have a vase, something like this, that's a little shallower than usual and very wide open mouth, you can place your flower frog in the bottom and it will hold flowers in place. So this is my forsythia for demonstrating how the flower frog works. So it holds it somewhat upright. The pin type is going to work better for that forsythia, but you see, if I try to put the forsythia inside, it doesn't, it just stays low, and in fact it's actually about to fall out. And another type of flower frog is ceramic. This is the only one that I have on hand right now. It's very pretty with gold gilt painted on decoration. It's not, doesn't happen to be marked up on the bottom, but a lot of different companies made ceramic flower frogs, and they come in a multitude of different shapes and sizes. Sometimes you'll have a figurine that has a flower frog built right into it. All different kinds. And the last type of flower frog that I want to show you is this metal hairpin frog, called hairpin because these prongs look like hairpins. They are very unique and interesting, and they basically hold flowers in between these hairpins, holds them in place. So I wanted to show you how to use a pin type flower frog in a very shallow vessel. The way that you hold your flower frog in place is by using floral clay. Comes on a roll like this, and you just cut or pull off a piece of it, which I have right here. It's very, very sticky, and you put it on the bottom of your flower frog, whatever type you're using. It will hold it in place and help you to make the arrangement easier, but especially in very shallow dishes like this one. So I'm placing it in the center and just pressing down lightly, and you see how strong that clay is. And then the pin type are really good for these woody stemmed flowers, because you can just tuck that right down into the pin, and you see it holds it straight up. Of course, you can put it into any position that you want. That's how well it will hold it. So you see, I can even put it at an angle and have it going out to the side. But this is really stuck in place, and they're very, very nice for making Japanese style flower arrangements that tend to be very, very simple, with a few stems that are tall and then a few in the front that are a little bit shorter. That's how you use a pin type flower frog. So I showed you the different types of flower frogs and some of the ways that you can use them. Another way that I do often is use them to hold my business cards at my shop, at my antique booth, and at events, and anywhere really that you would want to place your business card. They fit in there really nicely, and they look super cute, right? So the last thing that I wanted to mention is that I have a blog post all about collecting flower frogs, so be sure to check that out. And as well, I have a price guide that is available to anybody who subscribes to my blog. I have a member library that's filled with all kinds of useful information and free printables. So go ahead and subscribe to my blog and get access to those and to the Flower Frog price guide. Thanks for joining me today, and happy hunting.